Friends, welcome back to our channel USA Old Coins. Today, we're going to talk about a coin that may look like an ordinary 25-cent piece, but if you've got the right version, it could truly change your life. Yes, I'm talking about the 1970 US quarter dollar. This was a time when the US Mint was producing millions of coins for daily use. And in 1970, quarters were struck at 3 different mints: Philadelphia, Denver, and San Francisco. At first glance, they all look the same, but in reality, each mint has its own story. And those little details are exactly what determine how valuable these coins can become. Let's begin with the basics. The 1970 quarter weighs around 5.67 grams and has a diameter of 24.3 millimeters. It's made from a copper-nickel clad composition, a copper core with nickel layers on the outside. This unique blend gives the coin both durability and shine, helping it survive decades of circulation, while still catching the attention of collectors. On the obverse, or front side of the coin, you'll see the portrait of George Washington, the very first president of the United States. This design has been on quarters since 1932. Beneath his portrait is the year 1970, and just beside it you'll find the mint mark, which reveals exactly where the coin was struck. On the reverse side, you'll see the bold image of the American bald eagle, holding an olive branch in its talons. The olive branch represents both peace and strength. Above the eagle, you'll find the words United States of America, and at the bottom, the denomination quarter dollar. Now let's talk about values. Philadelphia struck coins without any mint mark in 1970. In worn, circulated condition, these are only worth face value just 25 cents. But in uncirculated condition, with sharp details and original luster, they can bring in several dollars, even up to $50. At the very highest grades, like MS-67 and above, these coins can reach hundreds of dollars at auction. The 197OD quarter from the Denver Mint is also quite common in circulation, but collectors always look for examples in pristine condition. At top grades, Denver coins have been known to sell for $200 to $300 or even more in major auctions. Then we have the 1970s proof quarters, struck in San Francisco specifically for proof sets. These coins were produced using polished dies, giving them a brilliant mirror-like finish. Regular proof examples don't usually bring massive premiums, but flawless ones or those with rare errors can fetch hundreds of dollars from eager collectors. And this is where the real mystery begins: error coins. Some 1970 quarters were struck with fascinating mistakes that transformed them into treasures. For example, double die errors, where the letters or design elements appear doubled. Off-center strikes, where the design is noticeably shifted. Clipped blankets, where part of the coin's edge is literally missing. These unusual mistakes can turn a coin worth just 25 cents into one worth hundreds or even thousands of dollars. Collectors are always willing to pay top dollar for such rare pieces. So, how can you tell if your 1970 quarter is special? The secret is in the details. Always check the mint mark carefully. Look closely for any doubling or striking errors. And pay attention to the overall condition of the coin. If you think you might have something unusual, it's always worth having it graded by a professional service, because sometimes just one tiny detail is enough to turn pocket change into a life-changing discovery. Friends, never underestimate the coins in your pocket or wallet. That ordinary-looking 1970 US quarter dollar could actually be the hidden treasure that brings you thousands of dollars.